YouTubers out there. This is Anthony, targeted individual in Salinas, California. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get much sleep last night. Consistently, constantly tortured. I'm writing these letters. Working on one for the chief of police of Salinas, and they're making it really uncomfortable for me to get any thought really processed. But it's coming along, And the thing is, I'm just making this video to just give an update as to what I think is going on, to what I believe through 6 years of observation and steady analyzing, in talking with another TI that lives here with me, and we're both of the opinion that every house that surrounds this house, I've said it many, many, many times, has got a role to play in some which way in the 24-hour surveillance of our home and in and out when I travel. The systematic assault on myself and the lady who owns the house, Irene Salas. What I'm doing right now is I've written letters to you before, but it was always just one letter and very little follow-up, But what I'm doing now is I'm writing like maybe 15 offices, the DOD, the DOJ, Homeland Security, CIA, FBI, Federal Overwatch Committee for the Terrorist Watch Group. I'm also I'm doing Freedom of Information Acts to all those offices I just listed. I'm also writing letters to the Chief of Police of Salinas, California, and also the Chief of Police of Santa Cruz County, the District Attorney, both Santa Cruz County and Monterey County, and a bunch of other people, the ACLU, my attorney personally, and basically what I'm trying to do is I'm not trying to do shit. I'm going to create a level of awareness between all these offices or departments, and I'm requesting that they call all the other offices in which I've sent the letter to, because it says that this letter is arriving to you, but as well as it's arrived to you, it's also arrived to all these other offices on the same week or same day. But I'm mailing them on the same day, same hour, and it says that. It says, I've mailed this letter to you, but coupled with you, I've also mailed it on the same day in the same hour to all these other offices. And I encourage you to call those other offices to see what their position is on getting me some immediate support in an investigation team in regards to what the allegations here I'm writing about, and coming to you for support. And so basically what's going on here is like this, okay? I offered these guys who torture me, because I could hear them now, pretty much everything that this guy that's spearheading the whole fucking hate campaign against me, I offered him an opportunity to walk away from this thing, you know what I mean? People make mistakes, and evidently he made one by listening to my baby's mother. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying to you is I offered this gentleman, right? I would say gentleman. He's been far but anything but gentle. I offered this piece of shit Nazi cocksucker an opportunity to walk away from this, and not have to spend no jail time. I said, man, you just got to make it right by me and give me some restitution, because if this is really sanctioned by law, which I don't believe it is, but it's up to you to how far I go to investigate and find out the fact that it isn't. But reality is you owe me restitution, okay? Because that's the law. And, fact is, I'm going to find out whether or not you're working under the color of law, or you're actually working as a law official with a legitimate, position to justify your continuous assault for the last 7 years. V2K all day. Systematic surveillance of me in my home and outside of my home when I travel. Just the relentless, tenacious, the diabolical, the deception. I mean, he's telling people my Venmo code, my bank account information. He's just doing too much, And like I said, I could hear every word this guy says. When I want to listen, I don't want to listen anymore. I know this guy. I know who he is, okay? I'm not going to say it right now, but and I know a lot more about him than he thinks I do. But the point is, I'm trying to make is my friends know who this guy is too. I haven't been to Santa Cruz in a minute, and this thing's going to crumble, in just a few days, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe today. But definitely, this is on its way. This is as far as much I can take. 7 years of nonstop torture, unjustified torture, okay? And I'm just an American man, one man, and for the last 3.5 years, I've been steady telling them, fuck you guys, and you guys are Nazi, cocksucking piece of shit, traitors to your country. fascist and fucking two-faced motherfucking piece of shits. And I've been doing that on a regular, if they pull up on me on the freeway or whatever, I fucking flip them off, I'm not scared of these fucking pussies, They get down like a fucking... I know for a fact they wouldn't be doing what they do if they know I could see them do it to me. Like as far as the electromagnetic directed assaults or whatever, coupled with the B2K and, whatever the fuck they're doing. And I know that in my heart because, I'm challenging them. I've called this motherfucker out so many times, said, hey man, 7 years, come on, you're fucked up. You're wrong. Now let's just take care of this, you and me, And I said, Dan, you can walk away, just give me 50 racks, But right now we're up to 300K because I think that's what it's definitely, the most minimally at this point. I'm going to even bargain with these fuckers. But it is like this, okay? I know for a fact all the houses that surround my house, the one on the left, one on the right, and the three in front, starting from the one directly in front and the two to the right, and then the three houses in back of us, all got a role to play. And I'm not just saying these people in my neighborhood. I'm talking about every fucking cop that lives in my neighborhood probably has something to do with it, okay? Every detention officer that lives in my neighborhood probably has something to do with it. So I'm asking, for a blanket, I'm writing this a questionnaire, I'm gonna ask the chief of police to have one of his guys or him himself go out and hand these questionnaires to people and let them know that he wants them back in a certain amount of time. And this is gonna question them as far as what they know, and to remind them that if they don't say what they know through our investigation, they very well might have to face the deliberated sentence of whoever told them it was legitimate to do whatever the person asked them to do, whether it be put a box in their fucking house, next to them, so they can fucking remotely, trigger it to zap me, or if it's just to monitor my fucking person inside my house, or whatever participation this person, whether even if they just know something, excuse me, then they're obligated to say that, and if they don't, well then they're looking at like whatever deliberate sentence the person who put this whole thing together and spearheading this thing might just get. And we're talking multiple life sentences here. This is not no joke. I mean, this fucking fucktard has been torturing me for like 7 years. He hasn't found anything to fucking charge me with or anything to fucking accuse me of, because I'm not a criminal like he is, okay? I'm not a criminal in no shape or way or form. I'm a fucking saint angel compared to this piece of shit. Anyways, I hear these guys talking about next door, 1868. I know they've got a big role to play to torture me today. I was doing my scans and it was just shooting their house up. I mean, my scanner was just like EMF detection. That was just all the way to the red. It was as full as it can go. And, and then they would turn it off because, they're privy to what I see. So, whoever's fucking spearheading this thing, handler or whatever the fuck he thinks he is, he's not handing nothing to me. He's afraid to get his hands fucking dirty. He's a piece of shit. Anyways, so the thing is like this. It's, he's spearheading this thing, he's dating, or used to date my baby's mother. This is all came out recently, because what used to be just a few words, I said in my last video, I'm privy to whatever he fucking says, because I could hear it. Like, even with my headphones on, it's like some kind of Neuralink that's linking me to his fucking head. But, like, before I was only used to be able to hear, like, one or two words in a sentence. I could hear his conversations, every conversation if I wanted to listen, but this guy's constantly like, I don't know, you would say, he's play by play. He's like, announcing everything I do. Like if I'm in the bathroom, he's in the bathroom now. If I'm starting the letter, who I'm writing the letter to, he's writing the chief of police now. And well, the thing is I'm letting this out there just so people know. If anything happens to me, dude, here's my declaration, okay? All those houses I just mentioned, the ones on Pennsylvania behind the house, and the ones on Delancey, the two neighbors on both sides and the three in front, all need to be questioned immediately to what they know about the systematic torturing of myself, the surveillance, 24-hour surveillance of this house and the people in it. If and let them, and basically, I wanted to reiterate, the color of law has been established here, no doubts. I mean, there's no just cause for any of this, okay? So it definitely has to be made up for whatever they're doing and whatever they're saying to get these people part of their hate club, okay? So I'm just, want to reiterate that I want, if there is an investigation to take place after my unfortunate, untimely demise, well, then I'm asking, not just all you YouTubers out there, TIs, to follow up on this, and definitely make sure that there's a color of law being addressed here, because the color of law is really interesting. Because if any of you guys have that going on with some officials acting like this is you're targeting as official business, and you might possibly think that they're lying. And well, I pretty much know that they're lying because I ain't doing shit. But the point I'm trying to make is read about the color of law, okay? Because it's a death sentence if they're torturing you and if they're touching you inappropriately with these electromagnetic waves. I mean, we're talking, a life sentence, and if a continuous amount of torture was going on, 7 years of it, it very well could be the death sentence, okay? So I'm not saying all your situations or everyone's situations can have cops involved, but my situation does, okay? And so that being said, my name's Anthony. I have a high level of concern for my welfare right now, but I'm not scared of these bitches, So I got some shit fucking set aside, in case of, like I said, my unfortunate demise. I think, honestly, God, I would like them to fucking shoot me in the fucking head because I'm tired of these fucks, you know what I mean? And either way, I'll break myself free, but if I'm gonna have to stay alive, I'm gonna fucking keep coming after them and basically exposing these pieces of shits because they don't want to fucking do right by me for the things they did. And they don't want to pay, apparently they made $3.5 million of selling whatever information they sold or videos of torturing me or I don't know what the fuck, but I heard someone say, we already made $3.5 million. So one guy was trying to, kind of represent my interest and kind of go to bat for me, but a little bit, the same guy that's, spearheading the whole thing, this handler guy that used to date my baby's mother. But he's unsuccessful. So, he has tried multiple times. But his higher-ups are like, well, we're not going to let him go. And he's like, he knows he's not going to get Neuralink off of Neuralink. But I told him, I said, dude, I want you off my fucking bed. I want you to stop touching me when I'm fucking in my life. I don't want to hear you anymore, and I don't want to see you in my rearview mirror. And I'm not stupid. Neuralink's probably not going to get off of me, but I just don't want to hear you, And even that, he couldn't sell him that, because I'm a liability now. I know too much. And I've been calling these cocksuckers Nazi piece of shits for like 3.5 years now. You know what I mean? So, I said, hey, dude, well, if you're choosing not to be a Nazi cocksucker anymore, well, then that's obviously something that I can't call you. But up until the day you release me, dude, you're going to be a traitor Nazi cocksucker, period. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. My baby's mother, Candace Jones, her boyfriend, or guy she dated, or whatever, he's spearheading this hate campaign against me. And I need that to be addressed, okay? I'm making this video, this is my last testimony, okay? This is my affidavit, if you will, if in case something happens to me. My name's Anthony Cruz in Salinas, California. Contact me if you guys want to unite. I got some ideas. If you're around, you need some support or whatever, hit me up, email me. Things are crazy right now, but I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. Unless I'm like driving or something, or, I'm busy, but I'll get back to you just as soon as I'm not. All right, y'all, keep your head up, and this is just an update. Bless up, kings, queens. Stay tough.